Okay, listen up. You're now locked into the I Do It for Hip Hop podcast. DJ Bugsy is bringing back the essence of hip hop. Hear the voices from the artists, the DJs, and the movers and shakers that keep the culture alive. Most importantly, they keeping it hip hop. Hey DJ Bugsy, you ready? And now to our regular scheduled programming.
What up? It's your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It for Hip Hop Podcast, episode 106. I'm super excited to be back on the miggity mic. I got some guests in the building. I got my videographer. I got E on the sound board. You know what it is, man. It's good to be back. It's been a while, man, but tonight is special only because I never had an opportunity to meet an artist from our motherland, which is Africa. And I'm super excited to get into everything culturally that we are kind of like missing because we don't get an opportunity to see it and hear it, actually be there. And he's going to break down, this brother, Leon Remnant, is going to break down everything when it pertains to afrobeats, his project that came out this year. So I want to welcome to the podcast, episode 106. It's my brother from another, Leon Remnant.
Yes, sir. What up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Finally
meet you, man.
And before we start, man, let me give a big shout out to Queen. She is actually in the studio. Listen, let me tell y'all, and I didn't even know that. So let me just try to keep this short and sweet.
Yep.
Queen is the epitome of what a real friend is. I've known this sister for some years.
Real talk.
Shout out to her husband, Lucky brother.
My brother Lito, what's up, man?
Shout out to Lito. I wish them nothing but the best.
Yes, sir.
And you know, I've been knowing her for so long, and I came to her events. She always supported the podcast since day one. When I tell y'all, we are Gemini twins to the riff.
Ooh.
June 11th, June 8th.
Ooh.
Listen, this is Gemini season again. Live and in color, episode 106. But let's get to your career, brother, and let's start off from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
I want to go to the motherland first because I think that's where we got to go first.
Yep.
So take me to the beginning of your existence and just how it all started for you and your love for music and the culture. And this breakdown how Afro beats became popularized in American culture and why you think that is. I know that's like a double, triple kind of question, but I'm going to let you break it down, brother.
All right. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to say thank you for, this podcast you're doing in Philly. It's one of the, best podcasts ever that I ever listened to. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
I just want to give you
Shout out to homie Scooter, bro. This bro, listen, man, let me tell y'all about him. This boy is bad on the visuals, man. So listen, if you got any comrades or yourself,
we're gonna work.
This brother, he gets it in, man. He gets it in for sure.
So DJ Bugsy, first of all, you gotta go to Africa, man, to really understand what I'm about to talk about right now. Because me telling you what is going on over there, it's just like you watching like series of movies or something like that.
Okay.
But when you really travel over there, you experience it in real life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like the life in Africa is like the opposite of life in America.
Okay.
And this is what I tell people because over there you enjoy like the nature, the real nature.
Okay.
Everything is organic, the food and the people over there, they show like real love. Real genuine love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So talking about my music career, I'm from a Christian family.
Okay.
My father is a priest in a church. My father passed away since 1995.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you.
And my father passed away in 2019. Rest in peace to him.
Yep, rest in peace to our fathers, man, So my father kind of, lay on the foundation for us, like, to love God and all that.
Yeah.
So musically, I've been like in church all my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like being in the choir, grew up in the choir. I started as being like an instrumentalist.
Okay.
I can play the drums, I can play like instrument like keyboard, piano, all that. Yeah, that was how I started, and then.
So you started out basically with the instruments.
With the instrument, yeah.
Which is something that's missing, but I'll let you go here. We'll get to that.
Yeah, so, I started like with the instrumental, and then I love music. Like, it's just like part of me, from when I was like a little child. I could listen to songs and I could like score the song like, oh, something is missing in that beat, something like that. Like I pay attention when I listen to music.
Yeah.
You know, like detail, like from the productions, mixing, and everything.
Okay.
That's just who I am. And
Right.
then, you know, the more you listen to music, and then it grows in you. And then I got to a point, and then I used to like, you know, mime like rap musics.
Yeah.
You know, like them Nas, Jay-Z's way back.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
there you talking my language, brother.
You know what I'm
Nas and
saying?
Jay-Z, you talking my language, brother.
You know, I used to go like to them, you know, birthday parties, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I could like mime some of their songs and all that. And then I got to a point, and then, you know, my friend was like, yo, you so fire whenever you do all this miming, you know what I'm saying? Why not start your own music?
Yeah.
It's like you got what it takes, bro. Like
Right.
start writing, start doing your stuff and all that. You know, I was like, yeah, bet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and then I started writing my own, you know, rhymes and music. And then I was just doing it while I was in college in Africa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it wasn't more like gospel then. It was more like a secular music.
Okay.
You know, I'm talking about like 15 years ago in Africa.
Mm.
So I was in school,
Okay.
performing in schools, campus, had a song on radio,
Okay.
and everything was going good. Then I had to, you know, move from my hometown, which is Ondo State.
Okay.
Ondo State to where I moved to is Lagos. Lagos is like the center. It's like you're living
In
Philly.
Nigeria.
Yeah, let's say you're in Philly right now, then you move to New York.
Okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? It's
so
like-
it's like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's like
in the vicinity.
It's like in vicinity, but you want to make things happen, you gotta move to Lagos.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Lagos
Yeah.
is like New York.
Okay.
That's where
and
everything
listen,
happens.
and that's where I want to go. That's on my bucket list. Brother.
Yeah, Lagos, man. Shout out.
Now let me ask you this: is that where all? Because in the last few years, man, Africa has really took a big leap into our culture, man.
Yep,
I mean, we
no
got
doubt.
Burna Boy,
No doubt.
Wizkid, we
Yep.
got Tim's. I mean, it's just amazing, and the talent is amazing. I love Tim's, man. I really think she got such a bright future ahead of her, and I just can't wait to see what she's gonna do next. So that's what I wanted to ask you. What popularized Afro beats, and where did Afro beats come from? Because it was told that it used to be called just Afro beat,
Yep.
and then someone added an S to it. So
Yep.
can you explain that part?
See, Afrobeat has been a sound that's been here for a long time. It started from the legendary fella Nicolas Bokuti.
Okay.
You know, that is the king of Afrobeat right there.
Okay.
Fella used to tour, you know,
Right.
the Europe in the 80s.
Wow.
You know, just with his band, and then he play like, you know, his music and all that. And then,
Okay.
you know, we have people like Magic Fashek. You know, they bring that kind of, he's a reggae artist, but he kind of invent the Afrobeat mixed with reggae together, you know, because
Right.
you will hear him playing like drums, like the African drums in his reggae,
Right.
and then bring all those sound into it. And then we have people like King Sunny Ade. King Sunny Ade is the king of Juju music. You know what I'm saying? This is more like Afrobeat. So Afrobeat is more like a wide genre of music. So
Wow.
so it's like,
So do you consider Afro beats, because it has so many layers?
Yes.
Do you consider that to be kind of like what we call hip hop? Because hip hop has a lot of subgenres and layers too, or you feel this is different?
So Afrobeat is like, you just gotta pick the part that just crossed over to America now is more of the hip hop part of the Afrobeat.
Okay.
So this is the part that have the hip hop and the let me say like the R&B version
Okay.
of the Afrobeats.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's still mixed with like the Afrobeat sound, but they kind of invert like the American pop culture into it. You see what I'm saying? So we have like the people that started like Two-Face Idibia. You know, he's a legendary in Afrobeat. He did song with T-Pain.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
in the past, and then it's just that when people like Two-Face started this whole thing, the whole internet and the whole thing doesn't pop like this. You know, the era just started to cross over for everybody to know, from Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy. But we have people that already started it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
So
band.
do you feel like they took the credit for it and didn't give the props to those particular artists? Like
Yes, of course. Because way back we used to have The Bench. The Bench was first with Good Music with Kanye West.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When he did song title Oliver Twist,
Okay.
he had Kanye West on the remix.
Oh wow.
You know, this was like should I say like 8 years ago or 10 years ago.
Wow.
You know, but it's like they started all this, you know, on sound and all this crossover way back then.
way back
You know
then.
what I'm
But it
saying?
didn't go to
It
the
didn't
next
go
level.
to the next level. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy and Thames kind of bring it, you know,
Yeah.
to the level that everybody is now hearing it.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
and this is just the beginning because we have a lot of amazing talents
Oh,
in
yeah, I
Africa
believe
that are
that.
really crossing over, that are doing what they have to do and all that.
Including yourself.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your project, though.
Yep.
That project that you dropped. Now, what was your mindset coming into this project, and what was you trying to deliver to your audience on this particular project?
So for me, music, I normally just do like drop singles.
Okay.
And then that's it. And then so people were like, you don't take this serious as you should. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta grind it harder. And I'm like, bet. So I said, for me to really start, I said I gotta put a project together.
Okay.
So people can really see what I have in
Okay.
stocks, like what I can do.
Yeah.
So I started working on the album. It's called FOF, Faith Over Fear. It started during the pandemic.
Okay.
And then because I have a very busy schedule, but during the pandemic, I have the time to really lock in the studio and just, you know, work, grind, make all these songs. So I started recording. I recorded like almost 30 songs.
Really?
Yes, I just keep going in nonstop.
Oh, you was on your Tupac shit.
Yes, sir. And,
wow.
and then
He said I recorded 30 songs.
yeah, I just keep
That's that
going.
Tupac-ish.
I just keep going, you know.
Yeah, you
and
got
then when
to, man.
I'm done recording, then I you know, I put the songs together, and then I just pick like I put like 12 tracks together, and I'm like, this is good to be a project. So this album is titled Faith Over Fear, which means we in a world that is full of chaos, crazy world, pandemic, police brutality, gun violence, and all that going on all over the world. So the whole purpose of me putting this album together is that no matter what we are going through, no matter how bad your situation may be, you should always have faith. Faith over your fear.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree
it's like
with that.
you wake
Faith
up
over
in every day and then you have so much going on. But if you have the faith, like, whatever I'm going through, I'm going to overcome.
Right.
Then it's like being positive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I kind of channel this
I can relate
album.
to that.
I channel this album to everyday hustles. I channel it to everyday, you know, things that people go through every day. What we've been through, what we try to achieve and all that.
Right.
So it's like have the faith and then you will achieve whatever you have your mind to do.
Right. I want to ask you, man, because me being a media personality and me just observing things through time, like a time machine, I've come across on plenty of occasions where Africans and African Americans don't necessarily get along. And Africans from Africa might look at African Americans as being not on the level that they are, don't work as hard as they are. There is some type of division. Can you expound on that? Being as though you're from Africa and I'm from America, I always wanted to know what does that look like for you, so I can get some context on where does that come from.
So like me, I've been here now for 15 years in the United States of America. When I first moved in here, you know, people kind of move funny because it's like when we talk, we have like a very strong accent. And then people always see us like we inferior to the Black Americans. It's like there's this niche, like when they look at you, they feel like, oh, Africans are under us. It's like we Blacks, we gotta love one another, regardless of where we come from, African, Black, whatever we are. If we see Blacks, we all originated from Africa.
That's
If we trace our culture back.
Right.
But I've seen some people way back then, and I'm like, the way they kind of treat you when they first meet you is kind of different. But the more I live in America, I understand that some people, not everybody are like that.
No,
but,
I'm not like that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because
Bugsy different.
You know what I'm saying?
Ahead.
So it's like this happen a lot because this is why you see that they don't get along, because if you see Black American and African working in the same places, there's no love, you know, unless the African has been here for a longer time to understand how to deal with the American. You see what I'm saying? Because our culture is totally different.
That's true.
The way we approach things is different.
Right.
So sometimes if you don't understand us, you might think like something is wrong. Like, why do they have to do that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because our culture is more like a respectful culture. And then we kind of like, we kind of like love peace. We don't like to cause violence.
Right.
So it's like people see us like we're too soft. Like, oh,
Right.
it's too soft for me. Like, it's not hard enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, which is dumb.
But
Super dumb.
that's how we were raised. Like
Right.
our parents raised us with this concept of you just gotta have this. You gotta be bold, but you still have to respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even if I'm talking to somebody that is the same age as I am, the way I'm gonna talk to you is gonna be like you older than me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because we believe respect is reciprocal. Like when you respect people, they show you back the same respect.
Right. They
You know what I'm saying?
supposed to.
We don't talk down on people. We don't disrespect people.
Right.
And I think some Black American that I know, when you talk to them like that, they kind of think like you're weak, you're not strong enough, and then they disrespect you.
Right.
You know, I've seen that from experiences. I've seen people, you know, when I first moved here, you know, talk to me some kind of way and all that.
Yeah.
But
it's,
you know,
it's deep, man. It's
it's
deep.
deep, yeah.
It's really deep.
Yep.
What I want to know though, how do you feel that we can bridge the gap? Can it be where we all come together as one, or because our culture is so different, we can't mix the two?
I think things is getting better now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like most of the Black American at work, people started researching about their culture. People started, you know, getting to know their roots and all that.
Right.
So, you know, like, you know, I'm talking about 15 years ago when I first started, like the way people used to treat people.
Right.
But now we're in 2022.
Right.
People are different now.
Right.
It's like people understand, okay, Africans, Black Americans, we are all the same now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Absolutely.
people understand the concept and they know like, okay, so now the way they treat ourselves now is kind of different now, because now it's like there's more love, there's more respect now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I used to see people like, they just hear me talking like, oh, you sound like African. I'd be like, yeah, my brother. And they just, you know, hug me, shake me.
Right.
You know, it doesn't used to be like that 15 years ago.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
So it's evolved. It's
evolved
better.
now. Yeah, it's getting better now. And I think
That's good.
all we just got to do is, we are all Blacks. It doesn't matter if you're from African, American, whatever. When you see any Black, we all one. We're all the same. We need to show love to one another. We need to talk to one another and respect one another.
That's
because
a fact.
by the time we started talking, we're going to find out that we have more to do for one another.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
It's strength in numbers. I always tell people, man, we can get a lot more accomplished if we all come together as one than trying to have a division between the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to my sister Queen and Lito. You know, those are my American family right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've known them for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, but it started from just being friends. And then we built this relationship from friendship to family, because we kind of understand, like, it doesn't matter that I'm from Nigeria, they're Americans. We realize we are just one.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're both Blacks. And
That's right.
we talk a lot. We, you know, go to our root and talk about things. And then we realize we have everything the same in common. We're all the same.
And I always tell people, you can't really know if it's a common denominator if you don't really have a real conversation with someone.
Right.
And I just feel like a lot of times people prejudge people based on appearance, but not really go into their mind and see where they're at, where their mind is at and where their heart is at. And I feel like the way I judge people is where this is at and where this is at. I can't judge you by what you got on, what you rocking, how much jewelry you got, what kind of car you drive, what your bank account look like. All that stuff ain't going with you when you go into the heavens.
And that brings me to why my music is kind of different, because first of all, I don't do the music because of clout, or because I want to be popular, or because I'm trying to make money off it. Like, nah, I'm doing it because I love it. It's like a passion for me. And then I chose the genre I'm doing, which is more like a conscious and gospel music, because I think everybody can keep talking about gun violence, talking about robbery, talking about how we're going to kill one another. I'm like, who's going to spread the love? Who's going to spread like the positive message?
That's right.
Who's going to bring hopes for people that are broken?
And we need a lot of that right now.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I kind of channel my energy. And I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I listen to everybody. I listen to secular artists, Jay-Z, Nas, everybody. I listen to every song. Rap music, if you're dope, I listen to you.
Okay.
So I'm not judging no one. Do what you like. But I'm like, we can't keep doing the same thing. We can't keep spreading these same negative messages. If you look at it, the gun violence has really increased. You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
like,
especially in Philly.
In Philly, you know what I'm saying? It's like we keep killing one another and all that. And I'm going to tell you this, DJ Bugsy, it's like the music is very powerful.
It is.
It's very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like people wake up every day and they just play some type of music, and the music kind of, inspire them to do some things they don't want to do. Because music is like a sound, a message to our soul. You know what I'm saying? Like if you rock with an artist and you play their music, you learn the lyrics, you get in tune with the music. The music lives in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this artist might be talking about an experience they've been through in the past. And most of our experiences related to one another. What I've been through 5 years ago might be what you're just going through right now.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I put all that in music and I handle it in a wrong way,
Right.
you might use the same strategy that I used
That's true.
to handle yours. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when we do music, I just believe like it's better for us to spread like more positive messages. Because if you look at it, like the youth, our children, they started, channeling into that same energy now. I was listening to one of this interview the other day from Jay-Z, and then he was talking about why do rappers have to, stack money and then put it on grams, on Instagram, put it in their hair and all that. And it's like, that's not
That's
what
they be doing,
You see
bro.
what I'm saying? So
That's what
if you
they be
look at
doing,
it,
man.
but if you look at it, it's like somebody started a trend. Somebody started a trend. It's like things keep changing every day.
Every day.
You see what I'm saying? But he's telling them like you should rather invest all this money rather than just flexing it on the ground.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that this new generation is like they're taking this old music and this old concept way too far. The messages are too negative.
Right.
They are too violent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we should start, talking about things that will inspire people to get up and make something better for themselves.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
So that is where I'm channeling my message.
Right.
My music
Right.
is still hip hop. You
Yeah.
know, I still love hip hop. I still do most of my song on hip hop beats. But my message is inspiring. It's more conscious.
Yeah, and we need more of that. I mean, if we look back in hip hop, we look at Talib Kweli, Common,
Yep.
Most Def.
Yep.
We got Kendrick right now. We got J. Cole.
Yep.
So it's little sprinkles of it, but it's not enough because the drill and the trap and all that is taking over. You know what I mean? And it's not really a balance.
and I
It
would
used
tell
to be
you-
a balance in the 90s.
Yep.
But it's not a balance today.
And I will tell you this, man. Shout out to Ye. Ye has been like one of the biggest inspiration in hip hop because he does both ways. Ye has been like the real hip hop in the secular world.
Yeah.
And then he switched it to gospel, and he's still able to do the same hip hop. The last album, Donda.
Yeah.
He got all the industry features on it, right?
Right.
No curse word, but
Right.
you can still see it's classic.
Yeah. It's still dope.
Won like 6 Grammys or something like that.
It's something crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
And then he did the gospel album. I loved it.
That's what I'm saying.
I love the
That's what
gospel
I'm
album
saying.
because that's why Ye is such a phenomenon, and he's a Gemini. So let's
Yep.
give a shout out to all the Geminis. Kendrick is a Gemini too.
Yep.
But Geminis, we just got it, bro.
I think Gemini.
Look at Prince. I mean, I can just keep naming them. It's just when it pertains to music, bro. Gemini is something about us, bro.
Gemini are genius. That's what I call them, genius. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I mean?
Because
Like, we just got
they
it,
can
bro.
they can multitask, can do
Yep.
a lot of things. You know
That's
what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
And,
for
and I
sure.
think Gemini are just blessed.
For sure, I agree.
You know.
What I want to ask you though, before we get into this freestyle,
Okay.
what is one song on your project that you feel like will hit the soul no matter what? It's the one song that you made when you was in the studio and you was like, this is the one. Give me the title of it and what is the song about?
To be honest, I think all my songs in
Oh,
my,
he
in
like
my-
motherfucking nigga.
Yeah.
No, not just one.
I'm telling you, it's
every last song
it's,
hit the
it's,
show.
it's real talk. It's real talk. Like you
ain't no one.
you-
It's every
you
all
need-
12 songs.
You need to listen to my album. No skip song. For
no
real.
skips.
No skips at
so
all.
it's a classic.
It's a classic. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's a classic, but
And you made the beats?
nah, I don't
Who-
make my beat on. I have different producers
Producer.
that work for me from
Okay.
Africa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got like 3 different
So what
producers.
did they just sent the beat to
Yes.
you and you laid your vocals and sent it
I
back
sent it
and they
back to them.
mastered it and
So it's like the process is like I'm into the whole process. It's like I tell you my idea of what I'm trying to create.
Okay.
You make like an instrumental, you send it to me.
Right.
Then I tell you, oh, maybe you need to add drums or you need to take something off. We
Right.
go from that.
Right.
So when I'm satisfied with the beat,
Right.
then I lay my vocal, then I send it back to you.
Right.
Then you mix it, you send it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I think I need a feature on it, then I can send it to the feature artist. So
Okay.
everything was basically done on the mobile. Because everybody I work with are all in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And then
That's deep, man.
Yes. So
All global with
you know,
it.
that was how Burna Boy made his album that won the Grammy too. With
He was sending.
Puff Daddy was the director, the engineer of the album.
Okay, he was sending it back and forth to Puffy.
Burna was in Africa. Diddy was here in New York, and in America, and they were like all making it through Zoom calls, through FaceTime, and all that.
Wow,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
dope.
And that's how I
See,
made my album,
technology. Sometimes technology can be a pain in the ass,
Yep.
but then sometimes technology be doing some marvelous shit.
Real tough,
for
real
sure,
tough.
for sure.
But my album is dope. But there's this track that really speaks to me every day when I play it. It's called Peace of Mind.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
And basically is the title. That's what it's about.
Yeah, that's the title of the song.
But is that that's basically what the whole song is about, having a peace of mind?
Yeah, it's all about peace of mind. It's like I kind of talk about like what I've been through. You know how I've been through. You know the situation I've been through in life, and how God has been able to to give me peace of mind in the midst of all the storms I've been
All
through.
the chaos.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
man.
it was very real. It was very real, very
that,
pure, very organic.
Listen, man,
you know.
we all need a peace of mind.
Yes, sir.
Because, brother, what's going on right now? We got monkeypox. Listen, there's too much going on. I can't handle it. I need a vacation, Queen. But Eric, we got the beat, man. I can't wait to hear you freestyle. And look, let me tell y'all something about Do It For Hip Hop Podcast. See, we not only interview the artists, we actually allow them to perform, get in their bag. So he about to get in his bag. Africa, listen, I can't wait to visit. I don't care how much the plane ticket costs. And when I do go to Africa, I'm staying a couple weeks. Because all that weekend, 5 days and all that, bro, I need at least 21 days in Africa.
Yep.
Let's be clear.
Yep.
You ready, bro?
Let's do what we're doing.
Let's do what we do. Let's
Pull
go.
this shit out. Oh, this is classic. This is afrobeat. Shout out to Wizkid.
Let's go.
Enjoy.
Straight from the top. Cook like it's food from the pot. Oh me, this is food for the thought. I'm coming in smoke and I'm hot. And I'm hot. Yo, I got confession, music my profession. Doing it with a passion, with a great intention. Giving you good music, no carry direction. I'ma need your support like the day of election. Music is an art, I do it with all my heart. When I write my rhymes, I only speak by the fact. If I can't shake the world, I'ma play my part. Like the government money, I'ma pay my tax. All the way from First Stack, we shut it down Texas. You can ask Alexa, I'm dropping the best track. The boys on fire like my name is Shadrach. By the pretty gospel, I pull up in the Maybach. West side Africa, we shut it down America. Nobody stress bad, you go shock breakfast. Hit the gas, no break back. Flow river, no lake shot. Flow so sinister, but preach like a minister. Focus like a we in a catastrophe. Check out my catalog, I got the David catapult. By the BA movie, boy, I ain't talking about Spartacus. All I'm doing winning, so zero no do. I'm here to go, they want me for like Jericho. They don't understand me, though. I'm all about prophecy, nothing like impress me. Flew to Argentina, all I wanna see is Messi. Either see me walk on water, they think state is jet ski. I'm a freedom fighter, I ain't talking about jet ski. I got faith like mustard and Bolly. Mike Tyson of the game. If this is a boxing, if this is NBA, I should be playing for Boston. Rappers should have started, not the single Whitney Austin. End of discussion, your rap so disgusting. But I'm not here to fight cause I'm not Steve Austin. Afrobeat Dibia, I ain't talking just a Bieber. Made the street believer, feed them war like it's pizza.
Bro, you in your bag,
Yes,
bro. Man, listen, you already know what it is. It's your boy DJ Bugsy. Do It For Hip Hop Podcast. Keep it hip hop. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to my bro. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, bro. Good
For
luck,
sure.
man.
Shout out to Queen. Shout out to our husband, Lito. It's Do It For Hip Hop Podcast, man. Keep it hip hop. Peace.
It's you 10-year-old